The final piece of our winter wonderland is snow, and it wouldn't be the same without it. If you haven't sealed your base, at this point I recommend that you do before you put any snow on. A good spray, varnish of some sort will help. You can apply snow paste anywhere you want a drift of snow. Now I ended up applying quite a lot of it, making the soil that was underneath a bit superfluous. So if you've just got plain foam or any other kind of base material, this is a great way to cover it up. It also it's very easy to plant vegetation into the snow paste. These are just NOCH reeds. I cut them in half and used both ends, and I just put it in and feathered it out. More NOCH vegetation, and I've got something in there that will just give it a bit of structure and depth. I tried all my trees in place before putting the snow on, just to work out where the branches would probably cover. This is actually mostly gone by the end, but it's good practice to make sure there's a little bit less snow under the trees. I also added snow paste to the bridge and formed a few snowdrifts up there. I wanted to add another layer of depth to the snow, so I protected the river with masking tape so it wouldn't stick to that, and I sprayed all of the areas with NOCH landscaping glue. When it was well and truly wet, I sprinkled on, using a sieve, some pulver schnee. This is quite fine. If you start sneezing, wear a mask. It gives a nice texture and just ties all of the various different bits together, and because there's also glue on the side of the bridge, it will put a nice snow coat there. Now at this point, only the very bottom of your snow is actually glued. So I went over it again with a very, very, very large amount of spray glue, and this is 50% water, so it will sink in quite a lot. There is a danger though, if you have very thick layers of snow, that the bottom layers don't get glued properly. So if you want to be doubly certain, turn it upside down and tap the snow off between layers. I also checked my tree fitted and had somewhere flat, it's a big tree, before removing the masking tape and cleaning the river. Don't forget, if you've got people or vehicles in the scene, to walk them along so they add some footprints. The worst bit was actually trying to bed my trees in. So I put these in right at the end, and then I used glue round the bottom. But trying to get the snow in there was very problematic. I tried blowing it in off a teaspoon, but it ended up really lumpy. But I knew a sieve would work, so I sprayed on more landscaping glue. Not an ideal amount to get glue all over it at this point, and then just use the sieve as before. A couple of coats did the trick though, and the other trees went much more simply. The finishing touches really bring a winter diorama to life. I chose this winter family, the Mayers, because I really like the poses with the kids. I used some washes, flesh coloured and dark coloured, around the clothing and the face, just to add depth to everything and to make them pop. I used a spot of tacky glue on the feet and put them in place. They're not in place permanently, so I have the option to move them around if I want. And with the people in place, our winter wonderland is done.